Kentucky is a hotbed for temporary beds. Covington is preparing to fine and penalize unlicensed short-term rental units within city limits.
At tonight's Board of Commissioners meeting, lawmakers took another step towards strengthening its efforts in holding rental operators accountable. Local 12's Brad Underwood is live in Covington tonight with what's at stake for those people who are not in compliance. Brad?
A quick answer, there's a lot at stake for those people, Adam. Good evening. Covington joining a growing number of cities across the country when it comes to regulating those short-term rentals or places you would purchase to stay on websites like Airbnb and Vrbo. The city has been pretty lenient for the last year, but it says that time is up. Fines are going out for those illegally renting their homes and apartments.
Mainstrasse Village is a popular entertainment destination. It's also home to many people in Covington. But with a growing number of part-time guests, those fully invested are fed up, and so is the city.
When you start to have, a very large population of short-term rentals on one neighborhood block, it changes the block.
Two of the most popular short-term rental companies are Airbnb and Vrbo. Both require operators to follow local laws. But in Covington, Brandon Holmes, the director of neighborhood services, says that's not happening.
To date, we have 43 operators who are legally licensed within the city. We have over 250 illegal operators.
Covington requires short-term rental operators to acquire a mandatory rental dwelling license, get zoning approval, and pay an occupational license fee. The fees run from $30 for a year to $150 for 3 years, depending on the size of the unit. It's been law since 2021.
The main purpose for the regulatory was to just protect our residents. Short-term rentals are somewhat like hotels in a way.
But operators and landlords aren't following the rules. This Friday night alone, Airbnb has close to 800 rentals available. But remember, there are only 43 legal dwellings registered. In December, the city put a 6-month moratorium on licenses. Even that's not working.
We will start charging the $500 to $1,000 a day fine that's been adopted by commission several years ago.
And if that doesn't work, the city will put liens on properties and even foreclose if necessary.
Hopefully we'll see a change. Ultimately, it's the owner's responsibility to comply with local ordinances and the law.
Okay, so how's the city enforcing this? Well, they have some software that scans the internet looking for listings in real time, the history of that listing, address, prices, the list goes on, and they cross-check that with their database of those properties that are legally registered. One last warning letter is going out. No fines have been handed out at the moment, but they are coming, the city says. And one more thing, about tonight's meeting, they made an amendment to that ordinance saying that if you are operating without a license and you are fined, you are going to be sidelined. You're not going to be allowed to apply for those applications, for those licenses for another year. Reporting live in Covington, Brad Underwood, Local 12 News.
All right, Brad, thank you. Other cities in northern Kentucky, such as Florence and Union, have also adopted short-term rental regulations. The city of Cincinnati has as well.